It's time for some more Festool tips and tricks. Over the years, I have seen so many people, when they get their Tracksaw set up on the rail, they take lubricant and spray their rail. Let me show you the best way to make it slide smoother. If you analyze the bottom or the sole of the saw, you're going to see here the only place that the saw touches is the rib here, and it slides on these PFT strips. So where you should put lubricant is right here on these black pieces and on here on these ribs, and it'll slide wicked smooth. Let me show you how. So what I like to use is this Renaissance wax, and I put a little on here just like this, and I coat those. Remember, a little's a lot, and that's all you do. And then I just take it and put it across the tops of this aluminum alloy ribs right here, and this will slide. I let it sit there for a few minutes, and then I'll put it on the rail. Check this out. And it slides wicked smooth. This is another tip I'll give you about the guide rail. This is the holy rail, the LR32 spacing rail, and I always mark here so I can see it through the cursor, the LR32 plate, these pencil marks. And the one product that I have found to get these off very successfully is this crud cutter, and I just spray a little on a microfiber rag and they come right off. It's so easy, it's like clicking the subscribe button. So if you own a Domino, and especially the 500, over the years, I've had this one for 20 years. If you feel the plunge and it's a little sluggish, it shouldn't be. Let me show you the maintenance I do on this. First, I remove the machine from the fence. It never gets old. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to not overly saturate this rag with some basic mineral spirits. And you're gonna see these rods right here, and I'm going to clean them. And you're gonna see all the schmutz that comes off. See it? Okay, so I make sure they're clean just like this. I also do this one like this. Very easily, get all the way down, okay, and just clean up those rods just like this. Look at all the schmutz. Okay, so once it's totally evaporated, all the mineral spirits have flashed off. I have been using this product for so long. It's called PG 2000. PG stands for pure gold. There will be an Amazon link below in the description. This stuff is phenomenal. So what I do is a little is a lot. I spray just a little, just like that, on a paper towel, and I lubricate the rods just like this. And I'm going to tell you, this will make it plunge 100 times better. And I'm going to tell you, it's night and day. Get yourself a can of Pure Gold 2000. So on the Capex, you have these rods, and by the way, you also have rods on all your routers, your plunge routers. So you can do the same thing I did with the Domino and on your routers, but also right here, okay? I will take some mineral spirits, very, very little, and do all the rods forward and aft here, okay? And just clean them up and let them flash off the mineral spirits. So hang in there, because it is quite similar to what I did with the Domino with the PG 2000, but I will take it and lubricate these rods. You will find it's night and day, but I'm going to show you two other spots or lubrication points that will help with your Capex. Okay, so there's another point I want to show you right here. If the head of your Capex hesitates when you're bringing it down, I'm gonna get that out of the way. Right in here, see? There's a little bearing right there. I'm just gonna take it and shoot just a little PG 2000 in there. And that will make that head come down a little bit smoother. So here's a quick tip, maintenance tip on the clamping elements. Sometimes you get a lot of hesitation in these things. Well, if you look on the side, because of the way it bites down, there's some knurling here. So I just take a little bit of sandpaper, and where that bites in, it creates those little raised nibs, knurling I call it. And what you do is you just sand them off, just like this, the whole way, back and forth, all the way up the shaft of the clamp. And then what I do is I wipe all that schmutz off of there. And it works wicked easy now. So here is a dust extractor tip. I need to clean the filter, okay? These HEPA filters, look how clean it is in here. Okay, this gets 0.3 micron. Very rarely does it need to be cleaned because the bag itself is a 5 micron filter. Always use a bag. But to clean it, it's pretty simple. You take it out of its cradle. You do not, I repeat, you do not blow air through this because you could perforate this filter element. It's easier just to take it out, tap it on the side of a dumpster, trash can like this, take it out, tap it on concrete. That's all you need to do. And by the way, a filter like this will last for a long, long time. So I hope all these tips, oh, wait a minute. I gotta have a question. Hey, what is your favorite Festool accessory? All right, so I'm gonna say it right now. Don't forget to subscribe. It keeps Chris and I going. And also, I truly hope these Festool tips and tricks have been helpful. And as we always say from the Sedge Tool Shop, be positive, stay sharp, and we mean whoo-hoo, wicked sharp.